8 small details hidden in the Harry Potter movies. Every single one of the Harry Potter movies is full of magical moments. There was never a time that you can be bored while watching them, in my opinion. There are amazing cinematics and fantastic acting, which makes the series just overall one of the best. Hidden amongst all the crazy things that were happening on screen, there were plenty of little secrets that most people probably didn't even realize were a thing. J.K. Rowling was heavily involved in the making of the movies, so we know that she definitely did things with Potterheads in mind, knowing that somebody would pick up on little secrets that were hidden. But anyway, in today's video, we're going to be going over 8 small details hidden in the Harry Potter movies. Please make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing, because if you do, you could get a shout out. But let's get into it.
She's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
But I am the chosen one. Okay, sorry. Kidding.
During the filming for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, there was a very small detail hidden that was, in fact, foreshadowing Slytherin even before Harry knew he was a wizard himself. The Dursleys take Harry along for a day at the local reptile house, and although the scene itself is quite an amazing one, seeing as though Harry manages to set a snake free, we're focusing on before they enter the building. Before Harry learns about his magic and talks to a snake,
Can you hear me?
we see a group of students in green jackets with patches on. The uniform the kids are wearing is a very clear hint towards Slytherin being one of the 4 houses at Hogwarts. It's a pretty small detail, but I know some of you would have seen it.
Thanks.
Anytime.
During the 3rd film, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, fans and characters were introduced to the Marauders Map, a magical object that can be used to reveal the position of anybody at any time. We later find out that the map was created by Harry's father and his classmates, but at one point we can see all the friends listed on the front of the map by their nicknames, in a specific order. Moony for Remus Lupin, Wormtail for Peter Pettigrew, Padfoot or Sirius Black, and Prongs, James Potter. The tiny detail that we're focusing on is the fact that these 4 men died in the exact reverse order of how they are listed on the map. People are not sure if this was intentional and if it was foreshadowing the characters' deaths, but it's a little bit of fun that the fans picked up on. During Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, there's a little detail in the form of a poster on a wall at the cafe where Harry and the rest of the trio decide to go after they were on the run. If you pay close attention, in the background you can see an Equus poster hung up on the wall. The poster is only seen for a split second, but it advertises the play Radcliffe featured in towards the end of the Harry Potter movies. Going back to the Marauders Map again, we actually get a glimpse of Newt Scamander on it. Scamander is from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but he's also the author of the textbook seen at Hogwarts that goes by the same name. Before Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them came out with its own film franchise, Scamander was never seen before. But actually, he was. As I said, we get a glimpse of him on the Marauders Map. I wonder why he was at Hogwarts in the first place.
I really don't have a preference.
During the first film, we get to see chocolate frogs, a piece of candy that moves like an actual frog. Ron tells Harry during their first trip on the Hogwarts Express that it's just a spell.
These aren't real frogs, are they? It's just a spell. Besides, it's the card you want.
In the first film, Harry opens up the packaging to a chocolate frog, and the frog jumps out of the window of the train. But there's a small detail hidden 7 films later in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, when the next generation of wizards are heading to Hogwarts and the frog reappears. It seems like the chocolate frogs have a very long lifespan. Next, we have another little secret to do with the Marauders Map, and this time it's to do with 2 students getting up to some naughty business. During the end credits of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, we get a glimpse of the map and we can see that there are 2 students on the abandoned stairwell with their shoes facing each other, not moving. It looks like 2 people are making out, if we're being honest. It does kind of make sense considering all the students are pre-teens and coming of age. In Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, Dumbledore invites Professor Trelawney to sit with him and 12 others, but she was not having any of it. She says, "I don't dare, Headmaster. If I join the table, we shall have 13. Nothing could be more unlucky. Never forget that when 13 dine together, the first to rise will be the first to die." Well, Even though Professor Trelawney was a little bit batty, she was actually speaking some truth. Because later on in Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, 13 are dining together, and the first one to rise, Sirius Black, does die. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry's first encounter with Professor Snape is during potions class. We all know that Snape didn't particularly like Harry, and that's all down to his dad, James Potter, not being so nice to him when they were students together at Hogwarts. The first thing that Snape says to the young student is, "Tell me, what would I get if I added powder root of asphodel to an infusion of wormwood?" Apparently, if you read between the lines and use the Victorian language of flowers, the question can be translated into, "I bitterly regret Lily's death." It turns out that Snape was possibly trying to tell Harry from their very first meeting just how much he cared about his mother.
If you truly loved her,
no one can know.
But there we have it, 8 small details hidden in the Harry Potter movies. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Also, don't forget to ring that notification bell next to the subscribe button so you'll never miss a single one of our videos. But with that being said, we'll see you in the next one.